Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another capsule series selection. Today, I'm in search of home. I am in search of the perfect essence of a masculine fragrance. It has been my quest for a certain amount of years now. I am looking for a fragrance that amplifies charisma and the persona of a masculine skin and gives it that outreach that I want for every daily wear, essential wear use that I can come across for a masculine fragrance. If this sounds like the type of content you think you'll enjoy, pull up a seat, pour a glass, and of course, let's enhance. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dry Down, the lifestyle channel where we as enthusiasts aspire to enhance and elevate our olfactory sensory experiences through the understanding of the different aromas, facets, and nuance of scent, cigars, and wine. I'm your host, Chris. Welcome to today's experience. Now, we're going to get into a list today, one that I think is provocative in a way because most of our collections, now that we are all getting into niche, we fall into a category where we're getting a lot of unisex fragrances in our libraries and in our collection, which is by far some of the best fragrances on the market. But I've also not only been informed and in love with unisex fragrances, I am also in search of and on a quest to find the perfect masculine scent for myself. So like I said in the monologue, I am in search of home. Today, I have a list of perfumes and fragrances that I think, along my journey, have presented me with some of the best smelling masculine scents, and I want to present those to you guys. So first off in this list is an honorable mention. I want to show you guys the 2021 release Ralph's Club. This is a nice fragrance built on creamy aromatics and woody essences that is by far very nice flacon as well. I don't know if you guys can see how this is made like a drinker's flask. Jet black opaque glass. Nice carbon colored finish steel. Atomizers are great. And like I said, this is a pleasant scent that is in anyone's arsenal. Can be a daily wear, a business scent, and just the natural essence of a person for an uplifting feeling and giving that masculine edge and masculine appeal. It's a scent that has its fingers in different ways and positioning to be a date night fragrance, a daily wear fragrance like I stated, and also business, which is great for any masculine skin. That is Ralph's Elixir or Ralph's Club, the EDP version. Nice scent. And so next up, guys, as we dive right into the list and get into the countdown of my, at this point, part one of this list to give you some of the insights, I would like to present you guys with DIOR SAUVAGE Elixir. Now, this DIOR SAUVAGE Elixir is one I'm sure many of you have gotten your nose on. This is one of those particular scents that is spicy, woody, sweet, creamy, and slightly aromatic. It has a lot of spices up top. And what I'm fortunate enough to have gotten my nose on this before pre-production or a pre-production bottle, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be a nice scent to behold in the fall and winter season with a nice ambroxan touch, but has the uptick of spices, the uptick of the heavier aromatics, and some nice licorice and leathery tones in the base of this particular scent that gives it a push. Spicy, sweet, aromatic, slightly leathery to me, very much so in the realm of the DIOR SAUVAGE EDT that came out first in 2015, but bringing it up to an elevated essence for mature men. Nice scent to wear as a masculine scent. And this is my first in the list of searching for home. Next up, what we have here for you guys is a scent from the house, the independent perfume house out of Atlanta, Savoir Faire signature fragrance. This is a scent that is, to me, on the cutting edge of masculine fragrances. I particularly love this scent for its tomato leaf accord. It is one that is highly intrepid the way that he put this particular scent together. Very unique smelling masculine scent. I find this to be one of the most unique wearing fragrances while giving a masculine edge. Great for a signature scent, year-round fragrance. It is a touchstone fragrance for me for independent perfumery, where I think that anyone who wants to get into that genre of perfumery, the House of Savoir Faire is one to touch on. This is a nice, woody, some floral touches to it, but it's a tomato base, some coriander, some cedar wood, some amber touches, some musk. It's very, very much so a very sexy and sensual signature scent fragrance for the masculine skin. And that's a great signature scent, I'm telling you, for a man to have. This is the second on the list of searching for home. Going through this list, we have a scent that is, it very much so embeds itself in the classic masculine fragrance tones. It is sweet, fruity, aromatic, citrus. This one here is KAJAL Homme. And KAJAL Homme is one of the most spectacular fragrances coming out of that house. It has a very grand use of black currant, tangerine, mandarin, cardamom, patchouli, and musk. A very wonderful, wonderful smelling fragrance that is, it leads the compositions with a slightly masculine edge and a suave and refined feeling for you. It is a great masculine scent that is a provisional scent when you're looking for eau de pour homme fragrances. This is a very nice scent. I am one that wants to bring this out more and more often. It's such a unique smelling while also having some of the touches of classic perfumery and also modern perfumery. So it's a scent that has some connotations of what you may smell on the market now, but as its own unique blend, it's very, very, very sweet. Compliment magnet to the most. It's a great, it has its divergence from what's going on in popular perfumery, but still has that little pinky finger stuck into it, which gives you some of the unique touch of the fourth of modern perfumery. Very good fragrance. This is KAJAL Homme on the list of modern homme perfumery that I'm falling in love with. In search of home. Ladies and gentlemen, next what we have here for you is the classic scent that many people have touched on, and this is the scent Ormande Man by the House of JAYNE. This is a parfum extrait poured at 50% by request. This is a scent that comes with a blotter style rub to where you just put the blotter on your skin. This scent here is Geyser Schoen's, what I would say, out of all the perfumes that I've had of Geyser Schoen, this is his magnum opus. Along the lines of this and Black Gold, they kind of run in a parallel essence to me, but for the House of JAYNE, he did a very good blending magic with this particular scent. This one is built off of woody, spicy, some florals, some aromatics. It has this hemlock note, which everybody points out is the magic touch to this, and I can concede that that is one of the most abundantly used and best blended parts of this composition. I very much so love that part, along with the musk that JAYNE uses, along with some Indian oud in the mid of this particular scent. You'll pick up a little bit of that, but the woody tones, the spiciness, the accords that you fall in love with this particular scent make it such an alluring pour homme fragrance. Spicy, aromatic, green, sweet, personification of masculinity. Ormande Man. Next up on the list, what we have here is a Clive Christian classic. One of the first perfumes that turned me on to Clive Christian. This is a scent that I was on the fence about way back when they were producing this scent first off. I was on the fence because this one smelled in line with the fragrance called Reckless by Roger Parfums. But I decided on this one. I'm very much so happy that I did that, because Reckless does not do the genre justice when you smell it up against Clive Christian X. This is a fragrance that is built off of high-end, just addictive, evocative, emotional spices. Very, very sensual, very, very sexy, very, very alluring, very, very, I won't say very, very. This is a scent that can be slightly polarizing because some people become anosmic to it and don't smell it. Me, myself, I'm not in that camp. I smell the particular orris root, the violet. I smell the pink pepper. I smell the juniper berry. I smell the ginger. I smell the bergamot, all coming to this, a culmination of a woody, spicy signature scent that is great for anyone searching for the magic and unparalleled scent of a great eau de pour homme. This is Clive Christian X by the House of Clive Christian, a great masculine scent for anyone. And ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, and quite frankly the reason for this list to exist, I want to introduce you guys to ERIS Parfums Scorpio Rising. Scorpio Rising for me is a scent that I picked up a couple of months ago, and you can't really tell that it's missing about 10 mil out of it because of the band across the top, but I have been going through this particular scent over the last couple weeks. And this one is a spicy, woody, fresh green resinous scent that has some leathery feel, suede. It has cinnamon, it has sandalwood, it has ambroxan, it has pink pepper. Black pepper is one of the most prominent accords and notes in this. A Somalian frankincense accord, which gives it a slight green, ethereal feel, kind of airy, kind of arid, but also oily and unctuous at the same time. It has a backbone of sandalwood, cashmere, and clove. A very, very complex blend by Antoine Lee. I very much so love what the fragrance does for my skin. Scorpio Rising is a very, very vastly performing, nose clenching, heart clasping fragrance for the magic of the masculine skin to wear. A great fragrance. I hope you guys are paying attention to this particular scent. Find someone that has a decant or someone that has a sample of this. A 2 ml sample should do you well because it is an extrait. This particular scent is ignited by Nargamaltha in the middle, saffron, French Immortelle. The Immortelle in this particular scent is one that is very elevating, very alluring because it has the woody sweetness of like a hay feel to it. I love what this particular scent is doing for me right now in the fall time. And the one thing about this, which I did not expect from this particular scent profile, was the abundance of third-party compliments. It was uncanny the way this thing was pulling in compliments, and it didn't just pull in, it pulled compliments off of the initial 15 minutes. And then it pulled compliments off the 2-hour mark. And then it pulled compliments off the 8-hour mark. And usually for a fragrance, I find that there is a particular way in which a scent comes off of my skin that in certain times, I know that it's not only projecting perfectly, but it has the essence that I can get a compliment from. This one pulled a compliment in every stage of my particular wearing on one of the days I wore it. Now, I can't say I got a performance peak and third-party feedback on every time I wore it, but on certain days, I've gotten certain situations where I was able to get a compliment from it, and on one day specifically, I was entertained by 3 different compliments throughout the wearing of this particular scent in an 8-hour day, and I very much so enjoy this fragrance, not only for the compliments, but for the way that it comes off the skin. This is a skin that is, or this is a scent that is in the genre of Bois Imperial and Ganymede. It has those spices, it has those leathery touches to it, it has the floral, it has the spice kick, it has the everything that you want in a masculine fragrance that is of the new and modern essences. This is one of those fragrances that has it. And this is Scorpio Rising by the House of ERIS. Nice scent for finding the perfect pour-on. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my time with you guys today. I hope that as always you found something entertaining and educational about this particular video. And if you did, all that I ask that you do is hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video with others. Until next video, until next time, I will see you then. Have a blessed day.